All right, tonight I decided I need to figure out this ventilation issue. I think I have a plan here. I've already sort of tested this, but this is what I'm dealing with right now. So down in the soffit area in the upstairs, there's these boards that are just blocking any access to the soffit, so there's no ventilation coming in from down there. So what I did is I knocked one of those boards out, and down inside there is a solid piece of wood that does not vent outside. So I need to basically either punch some holes in it or remove it completely or saw a big strip out of it or something all the way down along the entire soffit on the outside of the house so that air can actually get up inside of here and go out the top. There it goes. And that. There we go. So let's take a look. It's just a solid floor inside there. There's no way for air to get up from outside into this cavity. So my idea here, take my drill, put it down in there, punch some holes down through, and that should allow for some ventilation. So the issue I've run into here though, which is a fun one, is that currently my drill does not fit in this hole unless I take the battery off of it. So if I take the battery off, I can get the drill down in there, and then I just have to reach down in there and put the battery back onto it inside the hole. All right, this is going to be difficult to get a shot of, but I'll try. Camera, put the drill right in the middle. There we go. Now we got ourselves a hole. So after repeating that 3 times, I mean, they're not perfectly spaced or anything, but I've got 3 holes there. And you can see I'm shining a light down inside here. I'll put the light right there. I'll show you what this looks like outside. So now if I go outside and we go look up at the overhang, there's my 3 holes. You can see kind of through this mesh that's on the side of the house. Now there's a way for air to actually go through there up into the attic. So the whole point of doing all this, just in case anybody's curious, is during the summer, the sun is going to be hitting the roof right up here, obviously, and all the air up in this area is going to just get hotter and hotter and hotter to the point where it's so hot that it actually starts damaging the shingles and the wood, and it's just, there's moisture that builds up. It's just bad. So what you do to alleviate that is you cut a vent in the roof. So that's what this ridge vent is. It's just a way for air to be able to escape out the top of the house. Hot air wants to rise, so it comes up here, and then it's going to try and go out that way. The problem is, for the air to be able to escape out of the roof, it has to be able to pull in more air from somewhere. You can't just have air go out without new air coming in behind it. That's where these soffit vents come in. So now when the air up here gets super hot, it'll be able to go out the top, and it'll pull in cooler from outside up out of those vents that we just cut, and it'll pull it all the way up along the bottom side of this roof. So now I just have to repeat that process that I just did there about 20 more times, all the way down, all these cavities all the way down that way, and then I do the same thing on the other side. So I actually have to do this about 40 times for each one of these things, but it will be worth it knowing there's actually ventilation happening behind all the drywall and paint and all the work and time that's going to be invested here. So it's good to know that it's done correctly.
Teacher, Catherine Burleson, who runs a school and has amazing results at this school. And as a result of it, she got involved with the
Yeah.
Maybe I could almost
Just don't hit yourself in the face. There it goes.
I just gotta get in there.
Good job, dude. Now there's just like
One more.
40 more of them to do.
Yeah. Why was it 40?
We're like halfway there.
Actually, more than halfway because there's less on this wall than this
Oh
wall.
yeah, you're right.
This is the stairs. So that takes like a fourth off of it.
Well,
actually.
I appreciate your outlook on things. We're almost there though. All right, we've got one entire side done here. You can look down in here. You can see we've got holes for ventilation down in there, down in here, all the way down. So now, just have to repeat the same process on the other side. Well, I decided it is time for installation. Got my first piece in here. I got my baffles in place. I'm just kind of testing this out to see how much I'm gonna need to do the whole attic here. But based off the little bit I've done here, I can do some math and figure that out. But I got a couple bats of insulation ready to go, baffles. I'm gonna do a couple of these and see how far I get. I've got a couple baffles installed here. There's 3 more behind my insulation here, but hey, I've only got this many more to go. And then the whole other side of the house. It's gonna be a long night. There they are, all the baffles, all installed. That was fun. Well, this is how far I've made it tonight. Got some insulation up. I got pretty much one whole wall of baffles done here, or at least half of them go down that way. All the baffles down in there. Some coming up the wall. So definitely some progress tonight. Be back at it tomorrow. few pieces of insulation put in on the ceiling, so you can get a better view of what I'm talking about with those baffles. So if you look up inside here, there's the top of those baffles above the insulation. One's over here a little harder to see, but they're down there. But basically, if you look down through those baffles, you'll see all the way down to the soffit and outside. So you can see now how air is able to come up and not get blocked by the insulation all the way up here, right out the ridge vent, keeping the underside of the roof nice and cool. Now I just need to do that for a lot more attic. All right, I think I can finally say I'm halfway. I've got 9 out of 18 or 19 rows done here. So basically the whole bedroom area, or what will be a bedroom, is insulated. There's a little piece over here above the window I can't insulate yet because I actually have to put some framing around here and possibly put a new window there, but but yeah, it's already making a bit of a difference too. It's normally, let's see, outside right now, what is the temperature? The temperature outside is currently 41, and the temperature in here is 52. So it's doing its job. I'm hoping pretty soon here, once I get this fully insulated, that the temperature up here, even without this radiator going, should be hopefully within like 5 or 6 degrees of whatever the temperature is downstairs, because heat will just come up through the floor and, you know, somewhat heat this area too. But that theory is yet to be proven. But it's definitely more comfortable. It's way less breezy up here, and it's just in general staying warmer. I'm not freezing up here like I was a few days ago, but let's get the other half done. All right, check out how cool it is to open up these bags of insulation. Holy cow. Woo. Look at that. Oh, I wish this thing held more stables. Whoa, I must be doing something right. Because now I'm actually hot up here. It was freezing before. Now I'm dying. Maybe there's too much insulation. I've been here and I've had this mask on for almost 8 hours today. I think I got here at like 10 or so after I went to Home Depot, and it's now 6. So yeah, 8 hours. I'm assuming my face is going to look pretty fucked up under here. I mean, more than usual. Here we go. Oh, this is going to feel nice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Whew, all right, it took another afternoon, but insulation is done. It's so much quieter up here. It's kind of weird. Every time a car went by before, you could hear it. You could hear people talking outside. You could hear birds chirping and stuff. Now it's like silent up here. It's a little weird. But insulation is done. Next step is going to be, I've got this piece of wood right here. That's where the wall is going to be on that side. I got to frame out that wall and continue. I got to build it down there too, but that'll be next. And then we'll almost be to drywall. That's going to be the end of the insulation video though. There's a little bit of insulation that needs to go in this wall and some down in that wall too, but that's going to be one of the last things I do. So this video is just going to end here. The insulation part of this project I'm going to consider done. That was definitely the majority of it. So now I can feel safe about getting this radiator hooked up. That's happening tomorrow, and I don't have to worry about it freezing, because now it's, let's see, it's still 55 degrees in here and it's 37 outside. So I'd say we're holding temperature in here pretty good. That's within 4 or so degrees of the temperature downstairs in the house where it's heated right now. So I think we'll be pretty safe. But that is the end of that part of the project. I'm glad to finally move on to something else.